I welcome you all for our NAF seminar, weekly seminar that we actually conduct. Today's speaker is Brother Riyasat Safran. He's an system specialist working in infrastructure and data center, and he's going to actually speak on the topic of IT on Palm. Brother Safran, could you
Yes,
please
ma'am.
take over?
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Nasir Rahmatullah. And thanks for giving me this opportunity. And I would like to thanks all our brothers, Inshallah, Chaitanya James Maharan. And today's topic, before going to start, let me give a small intro about myself. I'm Riyas Safran and working as a system specialist. Have done so many projects in data centers, infrastructures, and disaster recovery solutions on system sites. So today we are going to have a look into the topic IT on POM. Okay, so we are going to get into the topic now. So what is the concept of IT on POM? So now if you take our today's IT infrastructures things, the main thing is on time we have to give a root cause detection, management, monitoring and troubleshooting for a day-to-day daily operation. It's one of the most important thing for any IT professionals. So in this seminar, we are going to have a knowledge and gain knowledge. We are going to share the knowledge, how the IT infrastructure can be managed on the go, anywhere, anytime from smart devices. So we have to make our life easier to have a on-time solution. That's the main thing why the admin is there in any infrastructure. So we have to give the solutions. We have to know prior to the notice before anyone what's happening in our data center, and we have to troubleshoot before anyone telling us what's going to happen in your data center. So that's the main concept of IT on POM. So I have just making so many things for last 3 years. I'm keep on checking like how we can make our life easier in this things, mostly on this. Okay, so let me go into the first one. So if you can see the first one, we are going to see as a IT admin, our day-to-day activities, we have to have a checklist for our routine operation. What's the checklist? For example, I have to go into the data center and check my hardware health of all my systems, my services, my servers, my storage, my data center. So everything has to be, we have to know what's happening. So we cannot go and stand in front of the data center and check one by one. It's not an easy task. So we should have something called network operation center. So nowadays, network operation center, it's like you can see if you go for a banking sector, if you're going for any big organization, they will have a separate room for this, and the people are watching 24 bar sound what's happening on the site. So now we are going to change the idea that NOC, network operation center, it's going to be on our palm. So when I tell palm, then how it's going to be on palm? By our smart devices like the phones which we are daily having on our hand, the Android phones, iPhones, smart watches, even our smart watches can be a part of this network operation center. So that's the main concept. So this is like the first one which you are seeing here. I am telling you the open source. Open source, it means like you can install and you can start to use, like no need for purchase, no need to do. So the name of the software is Zapex. So Zapex is, it's like a network monitoring solution. You can completely monitor your complete infrastructure by installing the server inside your data center, and you have to collect all the informations by the configurations. After all the things done, let's say now you cannot sit in front of the desk to know 24 bars on what's happening. So this Zapex, they have a free mobile application with this Dapex. So Dapex can be integrated with Zapex. So this is a free, completely free, this one. And you can, on the go, you can come to know what's happening on your data center. CPU utilization, memory utilization, hardware issues, network issues, firewall issues, and your data center traps like UPS, power sources. So all of them now just on the hand. So this is DAPX. So if you just go to Play Store and you can get this DAPX. So if you go to the iTunes, that your Play Store, I mean the iPhones, and you will get the DAPX. So this is DAPX can be integrated with your ZAPX. Okay, so it's just I'm giving you idea. So it is all like NOC, Network Operation Center for monitoring on the phones. Okay, so now from this there is something called push notification, which is not free, that you have to buy and configure. So push notification in the sense that even no need for a VPN. For example, now for the DAPX, you should have a VPN to be connected to your infrastructure. Then the DAPX can show you what is the status of your complete infrastructure. Now this same ZAPX, they have something called push notification, that there are so many other vendors that you have to integrate and you have to call the API, then they will push you the push notifications and they will bring to your mobile without any VPN. So that one you have to purchase. But apart from this by the VPN, you will get all your connections anywhere on the go after the VPN account from your smart devices. You can have a complete visibility what's happening on your data center. This is open source. Now let me go to the enterprise network operation center. It is paid. So when I tell enterprise, it's a paid version. When I tell open source, it's free. So now if you see enterprise, which I like it, which I used to have every day, which is Manage Engine Operation Manager, which I like it mostly. This is having a complete visibility. End to end, your complete data center can be monitored, and no need to have anything, even no need for a VPN. The first time the VPN has to be connected, configured, setup done for the first time. From the second minute onwards, it start to give you the push notification for free, which is having Cloudflare push notification. They have a tie-up with the Manage Engine Operation Manager. Yes, for sure, from the firewall you have to open the ports and all. But apart from this Operation Manager, also one of the main thing in our hand, on our palm, this Network Operation Center, which is more efficient, which is the one which we are using daily activities. So what it can do, this Manage Engine Operation Manager, like a complete end-to-end monitoring from the power source to the rack, it can monitor everything. Your firewall, your virtualization hypervisor, storage, bandwidth monitoring, that what you call the configuration management, and troubleshooting what's ups and down. So let me give you an example what it helps me. Recently there is a down, completely data center went down. So I just opened my mobile, I just scroll down, because there is no VPN now, because our data center already down. So we made a setup in such a way that is separately running, and it's having a power source which can run at least for another 30 minutes. So I came to know that there is a power track come from the UPS, and there is a issue from the complete power from the Ministry of Electricity itself. So both the side we had an issue, it completely went down. So there is something called generator and all, that's and all we don't have, but if we have, that's a different case. So this is one of the small example that I no need to check, I no need to tell anyone to me what's happening in my data center. Just I scroll down my mobile, I came to know that there is a power source issue. Immediately we inform to the electrical team, and we bring back in another 30 minutes of time with another source. So these are all the things, just idea, like how the network operations center on our PAM with our smart devices like iPad, tab, and mobiles, we are going to handle the infrastructure. Now the next thing is application management. So if I tell network operations center, which can handle end to end, the next one is application management. It's like you have your own applications, which is a customized application, which is a Windows MS SQL, Oracle database, MySQL, and there are Java applications, and there are so many other applications which are supported by same ZAPX, which is free open source, which you have to install and configure for the first time, as I told you. And it's having all kind of collecting and gathering the informations, and you will have a visibility on your mobile. Again, the DAPX can be integrated with this ZAPX. and the applications can be monitored by this same Zabbix. So this is for application management. So it is like when I tell network means there are so many things included. When I tell application, it is something else different. Okay. So now again, I'm coming for a manage engine application manager. It's also one kind of enterprise. It's a paid version, which is also, as I told you, having web monitoring, app server monitoring, database monitoring, web services monitoring, cloud monitoring, virtualization monitoring, all the web applications. It will give you a monitoring thresholds, actions, what's ups and down inside. And if you take your mobile, it's a sample of your screen. You can see here. So this mobile, you can see here, from the mobile, you have to install the applications. This is the Manage Engine Application Manager. Okay, so it is just so this Manage Engine, they have a complete mobile application developed for them. So there are so many mobile applications you can see here. One of the thing is application manager inside here. So the one first I told you, which is the network operation center. This is the mobile application. You can
Brother Safran,
yeah, please.
Brother Safran, just 1 second. Any participants, if they have any questions or something, you can type it in the chat. And once the presentation is complete, Brother Safran will go through the chat and answer your queries. Go ahead, Brother Safran.
Yeah, please. So it's a mobile application, as I told you. Just I'm opening a Play Store on my PC. So the same way how you are opening from your mobile and installing any application, mobile applications. So if you see, it is application just installed on your mobile, and you will have a alarms. What is the alarm? What is the CPU utilization, memory utilization, which is ups and down. And then you will have a complete attentions of your critical issues, and the net flow graph, device details, group details, channel graph, and it will be coming as a push notification, the one which you are seeing here, the one which I told you, push notification, it will come like this. Okay, so this is for network operation center, the one which I told you. The next one is application management from the Manage Engine itself. You can see here your web application, database, everything you can see. You see here your Active Directory, Apache, load balancers, so your DB2 databases. So everything you can monitor from this application side by using this application. So these are all the paid version. You have to pay, you have to buy the license, and then you have to go. By default, they are giving you free from the Manage Engine Application Manager for 5 applications, which is free of cost. So if you want to add any critical 5 application, you can start from tomorrow, which is free of cost from the Manage Engine itself. So as you can see here, Active Directory, Amazon, HTTP, Hyper-V, Java, MS SQL, network devices, Oracle applications. So everything you can see what is the outage. And the one which I like it here is root cause analysis. Let's say when you go for a troubleshooting, you should know what is the service down. So if you go for Exchange, there are so many dependency services. And when you go for MS SQL, there are dependency services. Which service is down, it will tell you clearly. And which database instance is down, why it is down, it will show you as a root cause analysis. So these are all the things which we are using actually. So it is just from the application purpose perspective and the network operations center, like the complete infrastructure monitoring and management. Now the next thing is server management. What do you mean by the server management? Each and every individual server is doing a business for you. It can be any kind of application, it can be any kind of services. First of all, it has to be configured from the server, it has to be loaded on the server. So the most important, the daily checklist of the admin is you have to check the health of the hardware. So you have to know what's the hardware issues. So we cannot say the hardware issues is happening every now and then, but we should have a visibility what's happening. The hard disk, mostly the issue will be the hard disk failure. So we should know on which server what hard disk is failed. So when you see by the LED, when you go to the data center, even you will come to know, but it's not best professional way to know. So by using an application, I will come to know what's happening on which server, what hard disk is failed. So if you see as a overall, there are so many players in the servers. One is which you all know, Dell. They are also good. They are having so many servers, and Lenovo they have a servers. Then HP they have a servers. Then Cisco they have the servers, and Huawei they have the servers. So if you go to Dell, the mobile application name is Open Manage. So this Open Manage you can install as a mobile application, and you can see here simply by one click, once you configure, once it's having a VPN connection, once you check, it will show you what is your CPU issue, what's your fan issue. You can see here there is a power issue. That means you have a power module, one of the power module might be failed because of some reason. Okay. So these are all the things you can see here. And batteries and miscellaneous. So this is for Dell and this is for Lenovo. Same as I show you here, they are also having the monitoring of complete hardware. Then HP, as I told you, they have something called ILO, and for Lenovo they have something called XClarity, and for Cisco they have something called Cisco they have UCS, they have Hyperflex servers. So all these things on single click from the mobile, you will come to know the hardware status. So Cisco, they have a mobile application. Mobile application name is Cisco Intersight. So these all, if you see this 1, 2, 3, 4, all by default, they are giving you free. Just install and you have to configure. When I tell free in the sense, the server has to be properly configured. So HP, they have something called ILO port. You should connect the ILO port, then only you can monitor. XClarity, they have something called IMM port that has to be configured. And for Dell, they have something called ID rack port. The ID rack port has to be configured. And Cisco, the same IMM, they have IMM port. The IMM port has to be configured. So Huawei also same IMM port, but the problem in Huawei, this eSite is not free. You have to buy, you have to activate the license, then only you can monitor their servers. So this is the only one you have to buy. Actually, rest of them you can start to use. If you have a Dell, you can start to use from your data center tomorrow. Just this is the main concept of this webinar actually, that the server management, like everyday health status, just on the click, you will come to know what's happening in your data center. The good thing in Open Manage, I think, in Open Manage, they are monitoring storages also in the Dell, and HP only servers, no storages. You and including your storage from the Dell, now the EMC acquired by Dell. So EMC storages also can be monitored from the Open Manage itself. So now when I go part by part, I make this slide like this. When you finish NOC, then you will go for application, then you go for a hardware. Now you are going for a hypervisor. So hypervisor, it's like virtualization. Now virtualization is the most installed and used in most of the data centers. So the major players are like the Hyper-V, Citrix, and VMware. So VMware, we are using like we are just installed this, and by single click I will come to know what's happening in my VMware infrastructure. So let's say a data center have 500 virtual machines, and they have more than 20 physical hosts, and they have a configuration and clusters and everything. So you have to log in to check, you have to log in your laptop or the PC, connect and check and everything. So you have to do this on in front of the desk. Now they make it easy, your life, they made it easy for you. This is a mobile application, vSphere mobile client. Just you can go to the Just go to the Play Store and you can type here. Okay, you can see here, the moment you have a VMware complete credential information, just enter after install this mobile application. It will immediately give you the full overall CPU, memory, and storage utilization just on the go. And then you will come to know the complete individual virtual machines in one click what's happening inside. Then once you click on each individual virtual machine, you can see what is the issue. It will give you alarm from the VMware itself, and you will come to know what's happening inside the each virtual machine by a click. And the good thing, you can have a console access also. Like you can take a direct console access, and you can start to navigate your servers just on the your smart devices. So you can see, you can power off, you can restart, you can take snapshot. These are all the basic level any VMware admin they will start to do. So these all by the mobile on the click you can do. Just no need to open your laptop or PCs. Just on the smart device, you can just in a click you can do this one. So the one which I like, this one actually VMware they released recently. So if you see, it will be a beta version. Still, they are doing so many enhancements. The one which I used before for VMware is watch list. The one which I like it from this watch list is it is having a push notifications, but it's not like as I told you before, like from the Google Cloud or something. This one you must have a VPN. Just on a click, just on the login by the VPN, once you connect with the watch list, it will immediately giving you any message, any error happening on the spot. It will show you as a push notifications. So this is the one I'm using actually. And for VMware, I'm using both, like vSphere mobile client, watch list, and mobile client. Both I'm using. And this is from Microsoft for the Hyper-V, just direct login. It's a small client they are giving. You have to log in directly as a remote desktop, and you can navigate with your Hyper-V to troubleshoot. There is no specific mobile application still available for Hyper-V, so you have to just install because it's very professional tool. This is directly from Microsoft, so you can use this one, and you can take Hyper-V, the direct remote desktop, to troubleshoot for your Hyper-V. So next one is like the most important thing is backup. So any admin, when they go for a daily activity, they will check the backups. So one of the main routine checklists is backups. So we have to check what's happening in the backup. Is it our backup is healthy? Is it okay? All the backups are smooth. All the backups are happening. All the jobs are okay or not. So for this, again, as I told you, we have to sit on the desk to do. No need. Just on the VPN, just on the click, just on the configuration. There are major players in the backup solutions. One is Veritas, and another one is Veeam backup and replications. So the Veeam backup and replication, they have a mobile application, VArcher, and for the Veritas, they have their own mobile application, Veritas Net Backup. So if you go again, if you go here and you just type, you can see here in last 24 hours, how many backups is succeeded, what is the total backups, what's all on the warning stage, what's a failed one, and running any running jobs, it will show you which is failed. So when you click, it will show you why it is failed. Even you can do one of the major thing inside here, even you can trigger a backup again from this mobile application itself. If it's a failure job, backup job, even you can do the restoration, but not recommended. So the one which you can do is your daily checklist, the backups, jobs, reports, and everything. You can see, and you will have a full visibility. And if you ask me a question, that Safran, there are so many email notifications and everything is there, then why are you showing this all things? See, there is something called troubleshooting, there is something called alerting, there is something called management. So if you see as an email, you cannot do anything from the email. Just in the email, you can see and you can close your mailbox. That's it. So if you want to go to the next step, then there should be something we have to go. So there should be something like we have to make our life easy. So that's the main concept of this small device management of the IT, just on the go. Okay. So next one is Active Directory, which that one of the main LDAP purpose that we are using for the Active Directory. So let's say a support person, what he is doing daily, he will reset the password, he will unlock the account, he will disable the account, he will enable the account. These are all the main basic things for any user account management. So again, this is free, which I already installed for one of the site, and the customer is already using actually this one. And it's a free tool, and it is free to use from tomorrow onwards. Just as Active Directory, you can install. Because of security, there is one small thing is needed, that some site cannot be supported, some site it can be done. There is something called SSL. So for security reason, they made this one like this. So there is something called LDAP over SSL. So when you are using a mobile application, then each and everything should be going as a security things. So when you pass the SSL, you are secure. So that's the reason they made this application, free application, only available with the SSL. That means your LDAP has to be configured with the SSL, then only you can use this for free. Otherwise, you cannot use. This is the only drawback. Without SSL, what you can do is enable, disable, unlock. But reset password, you cannot do. So the reset password, if you want to do, then you have to do the LDAP over SSL. This is a mobile application. Just as I told you, go to the Play Store. You can type just a free Active Directory. You can see here, just put your domain name, domain credentials. Who is having a domain administrator only can do this activity with the privileges needed for the user account management. Then click next. You will get your complete user details. Then you will know the details, in-depth details of your user account. Then you can enable, disable, unlock, reset password, even delete. This is one of the biggest disadvantage of this tool. There is no roles like cannot delete, cannot do. So these things we have to take care. You have to be very careful when you are giving this tool to someone. Okay. So these are all the things on this. So if you can see here, reset password, just click and the go, reset the password. It will immediately reset the password. Okay. Okay, now the same Active Directory, the same vendor, Manage Engine, they have something called AD Manager Plus. This is also AD Manager Plus, but it is free. The next one is, as I told you, this is paid version. And this one, I like it a lot because it's having so many automations like workflow, enable account, disable account, your Office 365, revoke license, assign license, create users, all of them just on the click you can do. Even create a user only available from iPhone. You can even create the user, only give the first name and last name with the template just on the click. It will immediately create a user account. It will go to the mailbox. It will create the mailbox. It will go to the cloud. It will make a Exchange Office 365 account. Then it will assign a license. All these clicks, if you want to do, you will take a time to do. But on one click with one create template, in the mobile, you can do it in few seconds. This is the biggest advantage of this AD Manager Plus paid version. If you want to go for this, then you have to look into this. Okay. By default, this also they are giving you for free 100 users. But 100 means there will be a problem like it should be visible of 100. Otherwise, whatever the first 100, it's getting the list only, that only you can manage. So it should be only totally 100. Then you can easily start to use from tomorrow. This one, this is also free for 100 users. So if you anyone having 100 users count, then they can use this one from tomorrow onwards. Even the enterprise version, it's free. This also, which is completely free, no need to install anything. From the mobile, just install and start to use. Okay, so though there is no need to install any connector, any configuration. As I told you here, you need a server to be installed for this separately and configured, collected. Then the mobile can be configured for the application management. Same knock also same. You have to install the server, configure, collect, then the mobile can be integrated. But if you take these tools, the server management, just the a particular port has to be connected, but you can start to use a hypervisor. Once you have a VMware or Hyper, you can start to use. And the backup management, once you have backup software, you can start to use. And this Active Directory you can start to use. And this enterprise, as I told you, if you want to use the enterprise, then you have to install the server. You have to install the separate server, configure, make the template ready, make the automation configuration wizard, everything ready. Then you can start to use your mobile. From the mobile, you cannot do whatever I told you, like on click on these things. This first, it has to be configured, it has to be connected with your mobile, then only you can use it. And the next thing is free system management on the go. It's like what you will do when you want to take a desktop server and then you want to know the information inside. So this is also free tool from the same manage engine vendor, but there are some bugs inside this, but you can get the basic support, not a full support. So it is it's also available for free. And there are so many port has to be opened from the firewall for this. Then only you can start to use this application. This is for free system management from the manage engine itself. So system tools, if you type system tools, you will get it from the Play Store. Okay. Then the next one is the enterprise version. The one which we are using, like this is Desktop Central Management. You can see here Manage Engine Desktop Central. So this Manage Engine Desktop Central is one of the best tool. We can have so many things inside: patch management, software deployment, inventory, and full report. And the patch can be automated, and the inventories and reports can be automated, and so many other informations, everything can be automated. And it's available from the iPhone and Android. This one you can see here that the one which I put this screen, Zia, they bring it into the desktop center. What do you mean by Zia? Like Siri, how the iPhone you are talking to the phone and doing it. So this Zia can be connected to your, not connected, it's already there in the desktop central mobile application itself. Just to open the Zia, what you can say to Zia, restart server name. Kalas, it will immediately restart the server. Collect my patch information by voice, it will give you the patch information. Remove the software from so and so PC, it will remove the software. Deploy the software, it will deploy the software. Just on the voice, you can command your complete data center on the system side, servers and workstations. So this is the desktop center. For this, as I told you, you have to install the server first, you have to configure everything, then you have to integrate with your mobile, then you can have it everything. So here the best thing is you have wake on LAN, you have shutdown and restart, everything can be scheduled. So you have the patch management can be scheduled. So many things inside this. Okay, this one you have to go here. Only 25 servers and 25 sorry, not server, 25 workstations is free inside this. They are giving for free, not servers. Okay, but this is free, but there are so many things inside. It's I used this one, but I'm not getting it, but I'm getting a basic information what I want. Okay, and then the next one is like you have a switches, you have a firewalls, and any network devices which is having something called telnet and SSH. So this telnet and SSH, you can do it from your smart devices itself. So there is something called Remote Desktop Manager. This tool I'm using actually. What happened, like there will be one small my experience I want to share with you. That one day I was there outside, they called me, they said that's from your switch, I'm not getting a DHCP. So, in DHCP, if you are not getting, then there is from the Cisco switch, they configure the DHCP for the site. So what we did, we connected to the switch on the go by using a SSH. I immediately connected. Just I restart the command by using one small command. The DHCP started to be releasing the IP. So these all, we have to make our life easy by using this smart devices. So this SSH and Telnet, any network devices configured by this, even your Linux and the command configurations, all of them can be managed from this SSH. Okay. Now the next one is cloud management. Okay. So cloud management on the go. So what's the cloud management? So cloud management, nowadays we used to have the clouds in most of the data centers. So you can see the major player or AWS and Azure. So whoever having Azure as a services, you want to manage your virtual machines, web apps, SQL databases, applications. So that also can be managed by the mobile application Azure. And Azure, I'm using just for a basic thing because we are not using complete Azure services. And Office 365 we are using actually to assign the license and remove the license. So if you ask me like this tool and this tool, what's the difference? This one manage engine, like it will create the user, it will assign the license and it will remove the license. Even though you want to have the visibility from the Microsoft itself, then you can use their own application. This is the Microsoft 365 admin. You can go to the Play Store and App Store from the iPhone, and you can install and you can start to use. So AWS same. There are so many things. I'm not using AWS, but I collected the informations. So Azure and AWS you can manage from the mobile application itself. Okay. Now the next one is firewall management. Any firewall, let's say there is a firewall and there is a security admin. They are managing the firewall for configuring and troubleshooting the firewall policies and all. So what I am doing as a basic level, we are doing some activity. I have a permission to do. So I am doing on the basic level on the firewall from the Fortinet. From the mobile itself, I'm just opening and I'm just checking the health of the firewall. This is the mobile application name is Forti Explorer. Forti Explorer. So you can just connect your firewall and you can check your CPU utilization, memory utilization, and disk utilization for the firewall. And then even you can know your basic information. It's not that much mature, the Fortinet to Forti Explorer, but you will get the basic health report for the firewall and your interface status, the OS data status. So these things you will get it from your Forti Explorer for the Fortinet. And for the policy management, what we are doing is like just from the browser itself. I'm just opening a FortiGate. What I like it from the Fortinet, it will immediately change it to mobile interface. When I'm opening a mobile, when I checked how they are changing the interface, they are automatically changing to mobile interface, the Fortinet. So you can manage your firewall from the mobile application itself. This is for Fortinet, and I am using only two firewall. One is Checkpoint, another one is Fortinet. So Fortinet, as I told you, from mobile interface or from the Forti Explorer, you can manage. And for the Checkpoint, they have something called Watchtower. Watchtower. This is the name Watchtower. I didn't put it here, but the name Watchtower. So this is the Watchtower. You can just connect your firewall, and it's a mobile application actually from the Checkpoint itself. and you can manage your checkpoint on the go, including the complete information for firewall policies. All can be managed by the mobile application itself. This is Watchtower for the checkpoint firewall. And I just put the Palo Alto because Palo Alto I didn't use. Just when I check it, they are giving a browser. So it means it is a browser is there. You can manage your Palo Alto from the smart devices. Okay. So these two I'm using actually, Fortinet and Checkpoint. So I am aware of this actually. And free IT help desk on the go. Like, nowadays the help desk, it should be easy for us and for the end users. Then only the end users will use, and we will also have a proper visibility what's happening inside the ticketing systems for our issues. So this help desk, Manage Engine Service Desk Plus, they are giving for completely free for 5 technicians. That means 5 support admins will get the tickets. Unlimited end users can use the service desk. The one which I like it, mobile application, like they have so many things inside the mobile application. And the 2 things is free. One is request management and solution management, which is completely free. They are giving for 5 technician. Now it's available. Now they are giving for free. So if you go to your mobile application and if you type service desk, and you will get it as an application. But for this also you have to install the server. Okay, as I told you, if there is a server, then you have to install the server. So for this service desk, first you have to install the server, you have to configure the ticket, you have to customize your ticket, then you have to manipulate with your reports and workflows. Then from the mobile, then it's easy to manage, otherwise it will be very hard. So first it has to be installed as a server, then by the VPN you can connect to this service desk plus. Or you can say by wireless, there will be a media, we have to reach our network to use these applications. So by wireless you can tell to the end user to use, so immediately they can trigger the tickets by using tickets by the mobile application itself. Okay, so this one I like it actually, it's very good, very very efficient help desk too. And the next one is enterprise. As I told you, enterprise, it's a paid version. They are giving you based on the license count, but what I like it here, they have so many things inside. So change management, solution management, CMDB, purchase management, contract management, project management, so many things inside. So this is completely again enterprise, but again they have the same application, mobile application, you can be connected to this. Okay, so this is the final thing, like the data center. DSIM, what do you mean by DSIM? Data center infrastructure management. Let's say you have a data center, you have a power source, you have the sensors. You need a sensors to monitor your data center itself. Water sensors, water leakage sensors, humidity sensors, airflow sensors, power sensors, frequency sensors, shaking sensors, lock sensors. So there are so many sensors. The one which I like it is this one, sensor phone status EMS. So this is the appliance, hardware appliance you have to be installed, and these are all the sensors, it has to be connected. And the engineer, they will come and install the sensors on each location exactly where it has to be connected. So this one I like it is like they have a mobile application, sensorphone.net. From the cloud message, you can see it will be coming as a push notification like this. You can see that there is an issue in your data center, there is a power failure. So it will come as a push notification like here. But it is a hardware you have to install, and then you have to activate the software, you have to buy this license, and then you have to configure, then it will start to work for you. This is for complete data center. So DSIM is not easy like as we think, because only modular data center, they are the one who is having an inbuilt DSIM. So we cannot afford this. So whoever don't have modular, they can go for this DSIM and they can use this one. Okay. There are other players, APC and this one, but I like it actually, as they are having so many facilities by the mobile and this so many sensors, and it's good actually, this one. And modular data center, by default they have the inbuilt tool DSIM, and they have mobile applications, and it will give you the complete intelligent monitoring, 3D visibility, complete source issues, everything it will show you. This is by default, it is there in the modular data center. So the final thing, this one also used actually, and this one is itmanager.net. What is this? As I show you so far, like so many things, anyone can ask me a question that why you are showing me so many things? Is it not there like everything? Because still we want to make our life easy. So you can ask me a question. Why there is no tool like it cannot easy our life still that you show me, like I want to manage VMware, Active Directory, all from one tool. Yes, this also there. The tool name is itmanager.net, but the problem with this, it's not free, you have to buy. And the good thing, they have the what you call the watch, the Apple Watch. It also can be a part of your VR notification, and it will immediately show you. It's also supported by this itmanager.net. So they have a huge things, and they have so many things they are doing, and it is having so many things. I will show you, like just I will just show you outline. That's it. So you can see here what they are offering: server monitoring, Windows, Active Directory, Exchange, web interface, VMware, Hyper-V, Zen server, ZenApp, SSH. As I told you, that network devices, VNC, RDP, ARD, Google Apps, Amazon, BlackBerry, network tools. And the problem is price, as I told you. It is the price. You have to go and subscribe, and you have to buy. And they have so many tools, and they are efficient, and I used actually, and it's really good actually. So if you go here, you can see what are all the things they have. So they are also having some collector concept. They are installing one small collector inside to make our VPN. It's a private VPN. They are telling it will immediately take you to their VPN, and you will connect and start to use. So you can see here they are monitoring the. You can log in as a Unix console to go with your routers and switches, and then Zen server, Zen app, and you can see the screen. You can go for the remote console navigation for the servers on the go, Google Apps, Amazon Web Services, BlackBerry, network tools. Any basic network admin, what he will do. Once we come to know once down, we cannot say it is down. We have to ping by our hand. It's by habit. We will ping, and then we will confirm. So this ping, it's there inside this tool. It's available. Okay. And the subnet calculator, this is some tool they have, and trace route, normally trace route we will do, and who is for the public IP, and DNS lookup. So these are all the tools they have inside this itmanager.net tools. And server monitoring, as I told you, CPU, memory, everything can be monitored by this tool. HTTP monitoring, SNMP monitoring, enterprise server notification options, and pager duty. Pager duty is something like the push notification. You have to buy and you have to activate. It is there by default. They have this, but you have to go for enterprise version, then they will activate for you. And this is the collector they are installing inside, and they are creating a SSL VPN, and they are taking to your enterprise for the management. So it is having two-factor authentication also for security reasons. So you can use this one also. It's a very nice tool that for any systems and network, they can use it as a whole tool, can be reduced instead of individual tools. But still, there are so many vendor tools which will support us for the checklist. Okay, so I have done my part. So thanks for all for attending this session, and be patient with me. And I think something you got it. I think I'm right or wrong.
Mashallah, brother, it was an excellent presentation. I mean, in this time of remote support, where based on COVID restrictions and other things, where we have to support from home, uh, people cannot carry more laptops and VPNs all the time just to actually connect to the network. So this actually frees them from carrying VPN based laptops along anywhere. So using your mobile itself, you can at least try to do your first line and maybe second line of support also. Mashallah, this is very good. Brother, there are two questions posted in the chat.
Yeah.
One is by brother Abdul Mohammed. He's
Uh-huh.
asking that if you're using mobile application, any security issue can come.
Yeah. This is, I agree. Actually, that's what I'm telling you. These vendors, the players, whoever I'm telling you, Zapax, I mean open source in the sense you can go for SSL, first of all. The first thing I can say for open source Zapax means it's a browser-based application, but you can go for a SSL deployment. You have to configure with your SSL. And then after this, you are going to have a VPN. That VPN will be having another layer of security. Then these Zapax don't have multi-factor authentication. They don't have this facility. But the one which I told you from mobile, yes, Brother Abdullah Mohammed question is right. There is something called mobile. Mobile itself having a security, first of all. These things are already activated by this enterprise applications. Let's say for Manage Engine, Operation Manager, what I'm doing, I'm having two layer of security. First one I have is what you call the multi-factor authentication. Second one I have is the PIN number. Third one I have a fingerprint. So you can pass all the three, and even your mobile is lost, without your security code, without your multi-factor authentication, no one can take your data. So these all are there in the enterprise application. Any manage engine, if you take, they have this one. And even they have something called remote wipe. You can do wipe on the mobile itself. So those things are security perspective in the mobile side as a smart devices. As you think of this, then yes, you have to think of security, but this security layer has to be activated. Like as I told you, SSL, multi-factor authentication, then your mobile has its own finger and face recognition, all supported. It has to be activated. Then yes, you are secure actually.
Jazakallah khair, brother. There's another question from brother Sirajuddin. He would like to actually thank you for sharing such a wonderful seminar. But in the server monitoring section, most of them that you have actually shown are support for Windows-based platform. Is there any tool to support the Linux-based platform like Ubuntu and CentOS?
Yeah, this Manage Engine and Zapax by default, they are mainly supporting the Linux and Unix. As I told you, configuration matters. But these people are already the major players of Zapax. They are already supporting Unix and Linux. And Manage Engine, they are also having a configuration steps. Once you configure, yes, you can monitor the Linux and Unix. Not only Linux and Unix, even your HP, what do you call this? I forgot. HP AIX, yes, HP AIX and IBM UIX. This all supported by Manage Engine. But from here, I'm not sure, but I can tell that yes, Zapax can be monitored by your Linux and Unix systems.
Just one small correction, brother. IBM is AIX and HP is UX.
Sorry, I tell it in
the other way around. So
yeah. So as I told you, these things are supported by Manage Engine. This OSS.
Great. Any other brothers have got any questions? They can post it in the chat and we can actually get it clarified. Because we are nearing the end of the seminar. So if there's any more questions, please raise it now. Brother Ali has got a question. 1 second. Let me unmute him out. Yes, brother. Brother Ali, you can ask your question.
Yes, Safran, just one question. For using this application, there is two options. One using within premises, on premises, and from outside. So I think from outside, you need to publish this application, then only you can access from mobile apps, right?
Which one you are?
These
finding?
mobile apps, all the apps.
Publish in the sense, no need. See, this one, operation manager, what I am doing actually, first time I am connecting and configured for the first time. Then there is something called threshold value template. All has to be configured from the servers. Then after that, with the Cloudflare message push notifications, no need to publish. You can automatically get the push notification from the Cloudflare message services.
What about AD managers and other tools for creating users and monitoring?
AD manager I am using. See, this AD manager, what I'm doing is like VPN, because it's admin facility. AD manager.
Okay, so VPN you connect and then.
VPN account.
Okay. Okay, it's clear. But I think nowadays VPN is also not secure. They are talking about zero trust.
Yeah, zero trust. Yes.
Yes. So people should go for zero trust instead of going for VPN now. The latest trend is zero trust. Thank you, Safran.
Thanks.
Anyone else has any question or anything? Jazakallah khair, everyone. Thank you for attending the thing. Jazakallah khair, Brother Safran, for a wonderful presentation. Thank you, and we will meet you in our next webinar series. Jazakallah khair, and thank you, everyone.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for your opportunity. Take care. Bye.